Hey guys, what's up? It's Solo, and welcome to This Week at Bungie for August the 11th of 2022. Today, we're going to take a look at this. I have actually not looked at this because this went live right as I was finishing another video, which you guys, by the time this one goes live, you guys have already seen that. So yeah. Anyway, This Week at Bungie, it's Sandbox updates. I love how the picture's Lord of Wolves. That's funny. Happy TWAB Day, Guardians. First off, how's it already the second week of August? Secondly, how are we almost into the next season? Good news, we still have time to wrap up your seasonal title. I'm only missing one more triumph. I got mine done like last week. And think about what you're going to do, what you're going to wear for Arc 3.0. I can't choose between Geomag stabilizers and Crown of Tempest. I'm actually thinking, by the way, about doing a, oh god, I think it's called the Starfall Protocol or whatever. The one that boosts Thunder Crash. I want to see how that's going to work. But sound off on socials letting us know what you're trying first. Alright, we should get into the TWAB. Weapons and things. First off, we're going to jump right into Sandbox Changes and let me hand it over to our associate designers one of our associate designers on the Sandbox team, Mercules. Hello everyone, Mercules here. We've moved a good bit of balance changes from Season 18 forward to the mid-season patch 17. So this will be lighter of a sandbox TWAB than usual. That being said, there are still some changes we are really excited about. So let's dive in. Too long didn't read. Buff some underutilized weapon archetypes, which is scout rifles and heavy grenade launchers in PvE. Thank God, because I love my it's the Season of the Haunted scout rifle, but it's just weird. High impact auto rifles, that's cool, and then lightweight bows. Buff multiple perks, fix some bug perks, and updated some perk descriptions to be more accurate. Buffed multiple exotic weapons. They didn't specify what exotic weapons. Added intrinsic anti-champion functionality to some. Okay, that's a big one. Reworked a couple of exotic weapons whose functionality was causing issues. We're looking at you, Telesto. And then updated perk pools for Dares of Eternity weapons and gave them a new origin trait. Oh, really? Dares of Eternity's getting its own origin trait? Fix an issue that introduced the 30th anniversary that caused too much heavy ammo to drop when running double special weapons. Several weapons that were previously hidden, which made several weapon stats were previously hidden, which made fully evaluating the weapon difficult. And let's see, airborne effectiveness, recoil, direction, zoom, and aim assist are now visible in the weapon inspection screen. That was a big one. Okay. So now we're going to get into the meat of actually what they did for each of these. So scout rifles are getting a minor enemy buff for 10%. And that's in addition to the Solstice patch. 360 RPM auto rifles, high impact, is increased stability stat for all non-sunset high impact auto rifles by 6 to 12 depending on the weapon. Lightweight bows got reduced draw time by 5%, increased perfect draw window, and then so from 0.30 seconds to 0.50 seconds, and then from 0.55 to 0.80. Hand cannons, fixed dire promise zoom stat got changed to 13 inadvertently. Now it's 14 again. Cool. Their interaction with some exotic armor pieces can be confusing, so we explicitly made some changes to align better with our stated goals. Glaive melee attacks now activate exotic armor perks on ACD0, feedback fence, and Karnstein armlets and necrotic grip. Okay, that's interesting. Breach grenade launchers. Concussion grenades can no longer roll in the magazine slot. And then these heavy grenade launchers don't see a ton of support in PvE, so we hope this makes them better as a DPS for a yellow bar clearing option. Increased damage versus majors above and above by 10%, excluding Parasite, which does not need more damage. Of course. Oh my god, I'm hoping that we're gonna go through and see this, and there's gonna be a nerf for, I think. So a lot of people want an Omni nerf. I've never seen. Omni is the thing that interacts with invisibility, and I know people want Lord of Wolves to get nerfed. But anyway, updated perk pools to Dares of Eternity and added an origin trait. That's gonna be nuts. Addressed an issue where playlists weren't randomizing individual perk columns perk counts correctly based on the number of resets. Okay, Gambit and Iron Banner origin traits were too specific to be generally useful. They've been redesigned. Invader Tracker. So they're redesigning the Gambit one. Renamed to Run and Gun. Redesigned functionality to give sprint speed increase on multi. Oh, that's cool. And then Skulking Wolf redesigned to activate on kills while at low health. So it will work in all PvP now. Ambition Assassin has fallen behind perks with similar functionality, such as Overflow. We've adjusted this to have higher potential than before. Increased magazine overflow from 10 to 20% per kill on primary weapons only. Increased overflow cap from 150 to 150%. Jesus. Wellspring had a cooldown to prevent it from being activated too frequently. We feel this is no longer... Oh, God. Cooldown has been removed, allowing for rocket launchers and grenades to return more ability energy when defeating groups with a single shot. Perpetual motion was triggering frequently enough to be annoying, so we disabled the audio/visual feedback on perk activation. I actually feel a perpetual motion because, like, I have a few guns with that and it's always on. And it like triggers, and you're like, bro, what is it? Lead from Gold wasn't respecting the functionality of splitting the special ammo picked up when two special weapons were equipped. Now gives correct amount of ammo to each weapon when two special weapons are equipped. Concussion grenades can no longer roll on breach grenade launchers. Vest Stinger was intended to grant ammo on weapons that support it, and charge and draw time on bows only. This was inadvertently applying to linear fusion rifles as well, making it too strong for an origin trait on them. Jesus. Fix the bug that was applying charge time to linear fusion rifles. It will correctly only refill the magazine from reserves when it triggers on these weapons. Zen Moment has always been a description that confused player. Particle Repeater, their descriptions have been updated to say what they actually do. That's good. Okay, buffs. Whoo! Oh, wait. No way. I already see this. Malfeasance is getting unstoppable. Oh my god, Okay, let's just go. They call it poison too. Anyway, we've added anti-champion functionality to several weapons. With the goal of giving more options for each champion type. Split across weapon slot and ammo type, we expect it to do this from time to time in the future as well. So the Monarch added overload to the poison arrows. Thunderlord also has intrinsic overload. Malfeasance has unstoppable in its explosions. And then also got added 25 to the base airborne effectiveness stat to match other precision hand cannons bonus. Bruh, Malfeasance. Let's just talk about how Wish Ender is also getting a bunch of stuff. Like, added anti-barrier, increased the number of hits versus most targets from 2 to 3. More hits against vehicles, still 2 against players. Increased damage versus champions and majors and mini bosses by 10, and then draw time decreased by like 8 milliseconds. Tikka's Divination gets a free small buff from the global lightweight bow changes, so draw time decreased. Legend of Acreus has fallen far behind other heavy short-range weapons and warrants a buff. The Catalyst now grants the Trench Barrel perk in addition to other effects. Different versions of the exotic paired legendary weapons don't have matching stats, so we brought them up to parity, wherever that means. Oh, and then they go, so Callus Mini Tool, increased airborne effectiveness to match Mida Mini Tool. Mida Mini Tool increased zoom to match Callus Mini Tool. Drang, increased airborne effectiveness to match standard Drang. Sweet Business got an airborne effectiveness. Oh my god. Fighting Lion Season 17's 5% damage buff was rolled back as a part of a fix for a larger buff. This is being reintroduced and increased and now receives the intended buff increased from 5 to 8% and increased great time for the instant reload effect within the herd from 5 to 6 seconds. Okay, reworks. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Lord of Wolves. Okay, we'll just look. Lord of Wolves. Lord of Wolves has been a thorn inside of PvP players, especially when paired with certain exotic armor pieces. We have changed the amount of ammo it starts with and reduced the damage dealt to players. This is part 1 of a larger rework aimed at making it more viable, a more viable PvE exotic without increasing its effectiveness in PvP. Decreased starting ammo from 15 to 10 in PvP. Reduced burst size, shots fired per trigger pull from 10 to 5 shots when Release the Wolves is active. Reduced burst delay by 60% when Release the Wolves is active. Decreased Lord of the Wolves base damage by 20% in PvP. And increased damage in PvE by 20%. Oh, Jesus, they literally went, you guys don't like Lord of Wolves, and grabbed Lord of Wolves and just slammed it into the ground. Okay, Dead Man's Tale. The cranial spike perk was causing issues with unintended damage skillers against players, and it generally felt unpredictable both to use and fight against. It also wasn't quite landing the hip firing cowboy rifle fantasy as we strongly wanted it to, so we reworked to lean more into fast firing hip fire, so changed cranial spikes against player. Cranial spikes no longer buffs damage versus players. Instead, it grants increased reload, aim assist, and range per stack. It still grants additional damage. Grants additional damage versus PvE combatants. What the oh my god, that's insane. Anyway, upon reaching max stacks of cranial spike, the catalyst will now increase hip fire RPM by 50, aka it will fire at 180 RPM, but will deal reduced damage per bullet. Oh my god. Collective. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Oh no. Omni's also getting a nerf. Oh my god. We are aiming to make exotic perk effects easier to activate and more effective in PvE. So Void Leech timer to 15 seconds in PvE activities. PvP is still at 10 seconds. Removed the cooldown. Added 20% damage boost against PvE combatants only while Void Leech is active. Takes less hits to fully charge Void Leech. Kills against debuff targets, instantly charged Void Leech. Void Leech is also instantly charged when your character is affected by Void debuffs. Does not work if you're hitting yourself with your own suppressor grenade. And fix the bug where Umbral Substance was activating with non-void overshields. Okay, here we go. Armor. Oh my god. An update 6.2.0.1. This is more on this version in more on this in version update in the player support section. We will be reducing the effectiveness and damage resistance used by Omni, Oculus, and Whisper of Chains in PvP. PvE damage resistance unchanged. Tier 1, 10%. Tier 2, 15. Tier 3, 20. And Tier 4, 25. Now, they're changing this from... Bro, they divided that 10 to 2.5%, 5%, 7.5, and 10%. We're also addressing things we're also looking at addressing in the future, Season 18 mid-patch or Season 19. Reducing the spread, randomness, reducing bow swapping effectiveness, increasing trace rifle ease of use, introducing the full auto setting. What? What do you mean by full auto setting? Anyway, reduce the ability of snipers to shoot through flinch in PvP, examining some small targeted balance changes for certain PvP outliers, pulse rifles with out of band effectiveness, high impact scout rifles, ease of use, precision fusion rifles, ease of use, allowing glaive interactions with exotic armors that buff melees, fixing glaive hit detection, reworking some enhanced perk, and folding spec mods into base perks. RIP update 4.2.0. Wait, did they really? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, let's see. There is a text chat update. Text chat got changed. We'll change all pad. Update 6. No. Okay. So that's basically it. So a lot of PvP players should be quite pleased with these changes, especially to Omni and Lord of Wolves. But that's remained to be seen. But anyway, guys, that was this week at Bungie. If you guys did enjoy the video, hit the like button, comment down below. What was your biggest change? For me, it's Malfeasance getting an intrinsic unstoppable on explosions. But anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications, or else Crab Titan's coming for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.